It is the end of another year. 2019 is upon us, and for me, it is time to hop. And I'm not talking about distro hopping, although I may do that as well. I'm talking about window manager hopping. You guys know I don't use full desktop environments. I typically run light, minimal, fast window managers. When I first started my YouTube channel a little over a year ago, all I used was Openbox. That was my main production machine. Desktop was the Openbox window manager. I made several videos on how to install and configure Openbox. And then for most of 2018, I've been living in the Qtile tiling window manager. I love Qtile, I love Openbox, but I'm ready to move on to another window manager for 2019. So I have 5 choices that I'm debating. I'm going to put up a poll on YouTube and let you, the viewers, decide my window manager for 2019. So the 5 tiling window managers that I am trying to decide between. Number 1, the Awesome window manager. Awesome is a highly configurable next-generation framework window manager for X. It is very fast, extensible. It's licensed under the GPL version 2 license. It's primarily targeted at power users, developers, and it is configured using Lua. I don't know Lua that much, but if I'm able to master the power of Lua, Awesome is probably the most extensible and configurable tiling window manager out there. You can do some amazing things with Awesome. The next tiling window manager I am considering is bspwm. bspwm is a tree-based tiling window manager. That is, it's a tiling window manager that represents windows as the leaves of a full binary tree. Now this is a little different than the tiling window managers I've used in the past and have gotten used to in the past, but I have used bspwm a little bit in 2018. I ran Arco Linux with the bspwm tiling window manager on one of my laptops for about 3 months, and I quite enjoyed it. The next tiling window manager I'm considering is Herbsl WM. Herbsl WM is a manual tiling window manager. It splits frames into subframes, which can then be split again and filled with windows. Functions kind of similar to i3 in that aspect. How it handles multi-monitors is very similar to XMonad and Qtile, both tiling window managers I've used extensively in the past. So one tag is viewed on each monitor and the tags are monitor independent. I like that. Herbsl WM, I've played around with it a little bit. I actually did install it on my main production machine as a extra tiling window manager to have on the system as a fallback. I don't log into Herbsl that often. I haven't played around with it much, but it is something that does interest me. The next tiling window manager I'm considering is i3. i3 in the last few years has become a very popular tiling window manager. So popular, in fact, that i3 is really kind of a meme. i3 is a tiling window manager designed to run for X11, written in C. It supports tiling, stacking, and tabbing layouts. I haven't used i3 much in the past. I would kind of be a i3 noob. I've kind of avoided i3 mainly because i3 is so popular, so many people use it. I typically go around i3 to find some of the lesser used tiling window managers out there. But if you guys want, I would be happy to spend some time in 2019 in i3, living in it, using it, and maybe making some videos about i3 as I learn more about it. And the final tiling window manager I'm considering to live in for 2019 is XMonad. XMonad is a dynamic tiling window manager for the X Windows system. It is noted for being written in Haskell. It is entirely written in the Haskell programming language. It is configured using the Haskell programming language, and XMonad is probably, of the 5 tiling window managers I'm considering, the most difficult to set up and configure due to the fact that it's written entirely in Haskell. XMonad is one of the oldest tiling window managers that large numbers of people still use. It was extremely popular 10-15 years ago. Nowadays, it seems i3 has overtaken things like XMonad and Awesome in popularity, but when I was first getting into Linux, the big two tiling window managers that it seemed everybody was running were XMonad and Awesome. So there you have it, the 5 tiling window managers that I'm considering to run in 2019. So, Awesome, bspwm, Herbsl WM, i3, and XMonad. Again, I want you guys to chime in. If you got a particular tiling window manager you would like to see me use on a daily basis, of course I'm going to live in it. I'm going to learn all the ins and outs of this tiling window manager. Of course I'm going to share my discoveries, my findings with you on the channel. So, before I go, this show was made possible by Ansem, Carlos, Chris, David, Leo, Rob, and Tony. The show was also brought to you by all those fine ladies and gentlemen, all those names on the screen. They are the supporters of this channel. If you enjoy what you're seeing on this channel, please consider supporting DistroTube over on Patreon. Peace, guys.